Well, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon, good afternoon.
Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Luna just wants to scooch on in here real quick and say hello. You gonna say hello, Luna? Man, guys, today has been a day.
Yes.
Yeah, quite the day.
You know, it was pretty gloomy. It looked like it was about to rain all day.
Yeah, I was like, any second now. Any second now.
It's actually calling for 60% rain, and I watched the storm literally come and get to the Arkansas state line and just sort of get broken up and dispersed. And I'm like, well, that might not hit us. I don't know. It's still saying it's supposed to rain though, like really good. So I'm like, man, I don't want to get out there and then have to pack everything back up real quick. And it looks like it's gonna rain.
Yeah. So we rerouted, and I did a lot of office work today.
Yeah.
I got into my emails, and I got back to some of the different companies that are reaching us out for sponsors. So thank you to them in advance if we end up working together. Things like sponsorships and stuff, they really help us out tremendously when it comes to supplies and stuff, because as you guys know, we're full-time YouTubers.
Yes.
So providing you guys with entertaining content and is one way that we are able to do what we do, but also the brand sponsorships and stuff, which also help us out tremendously. Well, we get to learn about different products and I bring them to you guys. So anyhow, I got back in my emails and I got a bunch of that taken care of in the back end. So hopefully we'll have some cool stuff in the works for you guys coming soon.
Yes. Yes.
But that was a big part, man. I was like 2 weeks or more behind, and I did see emails from you guys that are subscribers that you guys have emailed us different things. I haven't gotten back to y'all, but I read all the emails.
Yes.
So if you guys have emailed us at all, whether it be words of encouragement or tips or anything like that, I appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm not ignoring you. I had to take care of like the business aspect of things first. I'm sure you totally understand.
Yep.
Hi, Lola. Are you trying to scooch on in here now too? She says, I heard that there was lovin' for free. You heard you were giving it away, so I decided to come get my free sample. Is that right? Yeah, but today has been quite the day of doing the background stuff. Gary got some good plans together for the chicken coop that we're going to be working on, as well as some stuff for the dogs that we're going to be working on.
Yeah.
So I don't mind spilling some beans with y'all because y'all are so awesome. But one thing that we plan to do is we do plan to fence off the whole top tier where we're attempting to grow grass and where the trampoline and stuff is. We do plan to fence that whole area off so that way when we open up the door, the dogs can stay contained there, and it's not just for the dogs too, but like if we ever have to go to Come On Mountain or something, right now we kennel train like our small dogs and stuff, so they stay in the kennel, and this will allow them some more freedom, so that way they're not getting lost in the forest.
Yep.
Not that they wander off, because they really don't, but it just gives us more peace of mind.
Yeah, it gives us a lot more peace of mind. And it's, right now we're having to let them out and still keep that eye out on them, because they are so young and whatnot, and they're, they're little pups.
Yeah, they're pups.
We don't want them to get lost or wander too far or anything else, so they're not really going too crazy outside. It's just the same thing that we did with Luna. We did a lot of leash training and getting her to understand this area, and until we were like, okay, we're confident enough for you to be out there. I mean, there's bears out here, there's all sorts of other things out here than... And
like Mama V said that there was like a black panther over in her area, which I don't deny. I've never seen it.
I don't deny it.
But I don't deny it.
I really don't deny a lot of crazy things, and a lot of it is, Oklahoma is so close, and with Oklahoma having, there's an abundance of people out there with exotic animals, and who knows who has really taken care of them 100% the way that you're supposed to, or have released them. Exactly. So, us being such a remote mountainous area, and from what I understand and from what I've driven through Oklahoma and everything, it's sort of like the true grit movie, if you guys have seen it. It's very forested until you get out west, and then it's pretty flat plain and open. So
Yeah.
this would be the closest area per se.
Well, wasn't
for 'em.
Florida having an issue with that, with snakes at some
Yes.
point, where people were having like their exotic
well,
pet
that's-
snakes, and then they would
You're
not
not
want them
supposed.
anymore?
You're not allowed to really have them per se. There's a lot of regulations with it, and like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of tape that you have to cross for that one.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing where people get something and then they're like, oh, it's too big, or oh, it's not what I thought, and then they go and release it into the wild.
That might be. I mean, that's obviously one way it could happen. There's multiple other ways that it could happen too.
Yes.
And also just the nature,
Yeah.
right? Just whatever was actually here, you know, before man was. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just.
And migration patterns and all sorts of stuff.
Well,
so.
it's the same thing too. Like, there's a lot of animals out here that aren't native to America. They were brought here. Like the boar themselves, they weren't native
Yeah.
to America, you know. And the same thing with like certain, like, forget what the name is, but they're out in Texas, and people hunt them all the time, and they're not native there. So
The nigels or something.
nigels or whatever it is. Yeah.
Nilguys.
Nilguys.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Nilguys. But yeah, there's certain animals like that, and I mean, I never knew about any of that stuff until we moved here,
And then we started getting
we started
schooled.
learning more of everything. Yes, and getting schooled, and we are not knowledgeable 100% on everything, but it's we're learning a lot out here, and I love it, and I love that our kids are learning a lot too.
Oh yeah.
So.
They've been having a fabulous summer. The Drifting Dreamers 5 just came over and picked up Serenity. Serenity had been spending the last couple of nights with us because after Freedom Weekend and stuff, and then we went over and we cleaned up over at David's. Long story short, our girls are bestest for friends, and they want to have a little sleepover. Well, one night turned into like 2 nights or 3 nights or whatever it was. I don't know how many nights it's been. It's been a couple of nights, but we've had Serenity, and she just went home today. But today's just been kind of one of those days, guys. Getting a lot of back-end stuff done. We were going to start working on building our big chicken coop for the run today, but it just didn't work out. We have our big whiteboard and how we put in all of our plans and stuff on there, and they are able to change as life continues, right? And so far we are sticking to it. We have allotted for all of the time in order to accomplish all of those things. So we're still on track, we're still good to go. Instead of taking Saturday as our loaf day, we're going to be building on Saturday, so it's okay.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine. We'll be able to get a lot done and stay on track and everything else like that. And you know, it's summer.
So another thing, I'm going to try to put out a video on Simple Life Reclaimed for tomorrow, for Friday. And I wanted to bring like the Simple Life Reclaimed audience, I guess, more up to speed on why we're not building on the cabin right now. So I started going through all the footage that we had been putting on Simple Life Reclaimed. We have not specifically just said straight out that we are taking the summer to work on these things on our Simple Life Reclaimed channel. We have said things like, our next goal is we're going to be working on the garden area, and our next goal is going to be working on the rabbits or whatever, and we've tried to keep everybody in line, but it's very difficult. There's a lot of larger channels. They have like content directors, don't edit their own content, they don't film their own content. I mean, I know personally that we have been reached out to by different companies, and I've turned them down because to me that makes it a little bit less personal. You know, there are memories, and who knows what they would cut out and I would have wanted to leave in, and I like creative control over that. There's a lot of times the larger channels, because they have that team working behind them, they can have a more clear-cut view for their channel, whether it be they are the building channel, or they can have more of a clear-cut storyline, I guess, that they're following. And our channel isn't that way. And I appreciate everyone for being here with us and for joining us and for liking what we put out regardless of whatever it is. But that's how we're gonna be, and that's how we've always been. And yeah.
As much as we try to film everything about the build and about life and the simple things and everything, it's still only like literally 0.01% of what's going on.
Yeah.
Because you can't put everything in there, you know. You can't be a Truman Show and have a video 24/7 follow you around and it literally be on 24/7, and you just can't do that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So I mean, it's you're putting in what you can. You think that you're being as clear as possible. You think we've said it before, and you know what? I think that we have said it before. It's just not as clear cut.
Yeah, we haven't been super
And
blunt
we have
about
seen,
it.
I have seen certain things in the footage where it's like, yeah, we have said it, but we weren't exactly 100% with it. And a lot of that is because it's like we're trying to make a plan. The end goal is I would like to have the house done in 3 years.
Yeah.
And right now we're only 2 years in.
Right.
You know, so realistically, we're still a year out from my end goal of, hey, that's my hard goal. You know, would it be nicer to be done sooner? Yes. Yes. Anybody would say that.
Well,
But
and I know too, like we don't want to let anyone down, right?
No.
We're enjoying sharing the journey and stuff, but sometimes, you know, just like with anybody else, like if you're a sports person, you're invested in your sports team, man. And when they fall, you fall. When they're rising, you're rising. And we have a lot of amazing subscribers that ride for us like that. And I love you guys. But sometimes I don't want to like let you guys down, and I don't want to lie. That's one thing, is that we don't lie. We try to be 100% transparent, but sometimes things change in life, right? And I know that when we first were, like the very first summer that we were out here and we were digging like the footers and stuff, and we were like, yeah, you know, hopefully, you know, maybe this time next year, you know, we'll be living inside our cabin. And we were just sitting talking and like, you know, imagining and stuff, right?
it would be
We
nice.
kind of gave it like a soft deadline. Well, then everyone started really holding us to that deadline. And then we started getting, like, as it got closer and closer, like the fire got lit hotter and harder. And we started getting like a tremendous amount of pressure. And that was stealing our joy.
Oh.
The pressure, like, I know we've turned it into a joke of the whole when thing. Like, it's a joke, it's funny, haha. But being on this side of things, it's a tremendous amount of pressure. I guess to live up to, because we don't want to let you guys down.
No.
I know that we're not letting each other down, because we're happy with how things are going. I guess we just don't want to, you know, sometimes the smallest thing can be turned into like and you should see some of the stuff, guys. It's
the comment, some of the
99.9 are amazing, and I don't want to turn this into a whole, you know, bash in that, but I just want to explain to you what happens. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Hey, you two go play over there. Of course, Luna and Mora. That's all right. But yeah, I don't want to turn this into that. We're not trying to, I guess I just am trying to get you guys to understand on this side of the lens, on this side of the screen, what it feels like, because what we're doing, doing YouTube and stuff is a huge part of our journey. It does influence sometimes like our emotional state of being, and you try to be like a duck and you let it all go off the back, you know? Yep. And I would say like we do an incredibly great job about doing that. But I guess I'm just circling back to the whole, it turns up the pressure. It turns up the pressure aspect on that, so. Yeah.
I mean, it's...
But if you can't take the heat, get the hell out of the kitchen, right? We could take the heat. We're in here. We're going for the long haul, guys. But Real Talk is for us a place for us to be real and open and honest with you guys about the highs and lows, and sometimes we go through incredible lows. And it's not because of anything that's happening here. No. It's a lot of times only influenced by the outside influence that we're receiving by allowing and opening our lives up to people. So I guess in a way we're doing it to ourselves, because we're allowing ourselves to be open, which is true. But just because we're allowing ourselves to be open doesn't mean that we have to be open to be dumpsters for all of the garbage that we sometimes get. Yeah.
No, 100%. And that's the number one reason why I do not like social media.
Yeah.
That's the biggest reason why. It's, you know, that's the side of social media that will probably never go away.
No.
And it's a sad thing, because that is ultimately what has caused a lot of issues and problems throughout a lot of things, and people's relationships and just everything. It's caused a lot of issues. So That's why I don't.
Gary's got a love hate.
Irritates me.
He doesn't
I have a
mind me
love-hate.
running around chasing him with the camera and stuff and making our
No.
vlogs and stuff. But to be honest with you, I'm the dumpster. I'm the one that receives all of the dump, and Gary doesn't really receive hardly any of it. He can tell when, you know, I've been dumped on because my mood will go down a little bit. But he doesn't. Gary doesn't receive it. I do. So there's that.
I'd love to see some of these guys say that in front of me. Well, to my wife, I'm just saying. Would love to see it happen.
Yeah, it wouldn't be pretty. So I'm happy that I receive it, guys. I'm protecting my family by being the recipient of it. Anyway, we don't got to keep going down that rabbit hole. We're just kind of, I definitely had to get the shovel today and start digging out as I was digging through emails and going through all that stuff. But guys, we are back on to a good mode. We have a very good plan. We started making it earlier on this week with the good old whiteboard. We're good to go. We are motivated. We are going to continue to stay focused. We've got a lot to check off the list between now and I guess the time that school goes back. But we're getting there, man. We've got, I mean, if you can just,
we got a lot.
If you just see the transformation, and I know it's not the cabin, it's the yard, but man, the yard transformation and
Don't take away from the cabin.
Huh?
I said, don't take away from the cabin.
I'm not
Even the
taking it-
transformation over the cabin and the yard and just
I
everything
was just going to
in
say,
total.
since we stopped working on the cabin and we're now working on just those things, the transformation in our self-sustainability areas of life and also the fun areas for the kids and stuff has made a night and day difference. And I know that it's not fully self-sustainable yet. Like, we're not growing 100% of our food from there yet.
No. But eventually,
but making these big strides, it makes me super excited, guys.
Eventually, it will happen, you know, and
Yeah.
eventually it will be good.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I don't want to keep beating the dead horse on you guys. I'm sorry if you guys taking this any kind of way. I love you guys. We just want to show love, and I hope that you guys are encouraged to go out there to other people, share a smile,
Yes.
share a hug. Tell somebody something nice. There's not enough nice things being put out there in the world. The world is how, unfortunately, it seems like, you know, especially just, you turn on the news and everything's doom and gloom. You go on to here, it's doom and gloom. There's so many negative, you know, influences, right? And we want to continue to be a positive one in the world. And I want to inspire you guys to make positive changes in your lifestyle. And it can be done at your home if you don't have to leave and go anywhere. You don't have to do anything except for be kind.
No.
The world needs more of that and more love. And so if you think about it, if you're about to say something or do something and it's the golden rule, you know, you wouldn't want it said or done to you, well then, you know, maybe you should refrain.
No.
And sometimes even unprompted, if you're looking for it, you can find the positive in the most difficult, rotten, horrible situations. You can always find the positive. Sometimes you might have to look a little harder for it, but I promise you can find the positive in every single situation.
Yep.
So look for it. Get out there and start looking for it.
Once you see the positivity in a lot of things, it's a lot easier to see it versus the negative.
Yes. Yes. So with that, I do want to do a quick mail call. Anthony checked the P.O. box and we've got a few things. So before we even open anything, I want to say thank you so much and God bless you, and never feel obligated to send us anything, but golly, it is so cool when you do.
That's awesome.
All right, so this one is to Simple Life Reclaimed. It feels like clothes.
Feels like clothes.
Feels like clothes. Feels like cloth. What do we got here? Let's see if there's a letter. We know I love the letters. Woohoo, we got a letter. We just got a letter. Oh, it's a packing slip, but
Look,
it doesn't say who it's from.
I don't see no packing, or no. It's hiding.
It's a packing list, but it doesn't say who it's from, and it's Women's Air Mesh Tee, women's apparel, so I'm assuming it's for me. Thank you. And it's from 32 Degrees, Cranberry, New Jersey. Thank you so much. Let me check that out. Let's check this out. Oh, these are like the breathable stuff that I wear all the time. Thank you so much. Look at this pretty color. Oh, and that material, feel that.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
That's the like the cool wicking.
Oh, look, it's a nice long sleeve too. Thank you so much. The brand is 32 Degrees Cool. They sent me a really pretty pink one. They also sent this really pretty purple one. And I appreciate it. There's no note on who to thank. So if it was you, thank you so much, because now I have 5 of them because I only had 3 and I was kind of rotating back and forth between which ones I could wear. So whoever sent this, God bless you and thank you so much. You will be seeing it in a video near you.
Heck yeah.
You want to take that one and go ahead and open that one? Who's that from?
Marilyn Reamer
Aw,
out of
thank
Washington.
Thank you, Marilyn.
Let's see.
It's so kind of you.
Thank you, thank you. Let's see if I need to go grab my knife.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we can just...
The one time I don't got my knife on me.
Well, you're not wearing jeans. You're wearing your
Yeah, it's
ball shorts.
just rip the envelope.
There you go.
If I can get past that tape.
So Marilyn in Washington, thank you so much for sending this to us. We're about to find out. Oh, look how cute that is. I just got a letter. I just got a letter. It says, here's a little something to brighten up your kitchen. Enjoy, from Marilyn. Thank you so much, Marilyn.
Thank you.
They're little cute little pot holders. And
That's
like,
awesome.
you know, you put it on the table so that it doesn't melt, which actually, these are very handy because all of my tables right now are plastic and they do melt. So thank you so much. I'm going to be
awesome.
using these, so thank you.
That's a good size too.
Yeah, and they're nice and thick, and look at the pretty color on them. Crocheted with love.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Marilyn. You're a sweetheart. Coming to a video near you.
And this one doesn't say on the outer side.
Okay.
Okay, open that way, that's fine.
Looks like a material. Oh, this one has a card. This one says, I hope you're a medium. If not, maybe Julia or Scarlett can use them. I'm the guy who sent you the Genesis 4136 Arkansas plaque. These were way cheaper than what you mentioned. I hope they actually work, from Mark Gardner. Thank you, Mark, and thank you for the 41.36 Arkansas plaque. We have it hanging up inside the house. You are the sweetest and the coolest. And it looks like we got some more shirts. They don't want me to get burnt like I was.
No, they don't.
And
UPF as well?
Medium will fit. Medium will definitely fit. And look at this. This is kind of like that, like a rust color. How pretty is that?
That'll be good when you're digging.
Yeah, this one, I won't get so dirty.
Or at least it won't look like it.
Oh, cool. And these are UPF 50. You see that, guys?
Yeah.
Protect me from the sun, too.
Oh, and here's a hooded one, too.
A hooded one? How awesome. Thank you so much, Mark.
You're getting taken care of there, baby.
Y'all are just pouring the love on me, and I appreciate you so much, because, man, I was starting to get down in the dumps. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for loving on me. You don't ever, seriously, you don't ever have to do it. Just watching our videos is more than enough. And
Yes.
If you feel so inclined, just writing a positive comment is also more than enough.
Yes, yes.
But your generosity knows no bounds. Thank you so much, you guys.
That's awesome.
This is very nice. I will definitely be using the hooded one.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
That'll
I'll be
make
using
it
them all.
nice.
I'll be using them all. And look at this one's got
Does
the
it
little
got the thumb
the
things
thumb
too?
thingies.
Heck yeah.
The little thumb thingies. Watching out for all of me. Thank you so much, guys.
That's perfect.
Thank you, thank you.
And this one comes from Charlene Grady.
Oh, hi, Charlene.
Out of Massachusetts, I believe that is. MA.
Yes. Yes, I believe MA is Massachusetts.
Oh.
Ooh, oh, I got a letter. Oh, I got a letter. Oh, I got a letter. Sorry. Well, you guys are just great minds think alike. This one says, Dear Mel and Gary, I made these pot holders for your kitchen. I know your kitchen will probably be another color, but I wanted to send them anyway. When your new kitchen is done, I'll send new ones. You two amaze me. I look forward to your videos, and I want to thank you for sharing your life with us. Keep going. You're doing great. Sending hugs to the kids. Love you, Charlene Grady from Cape Cod, Mass. Well, Charlene Grady, thank you so much. And I can 100% use these. You guys have no idea how much I need them.
That just helped out right there tremendously.
Tremendously, because you know sometimes stuff spills on them too, and you got to throw them in the washer, and then you're left without any.
Yeah.
So and this is like one of my favorite colors. It's like that sea foam green. Very pretty. So thank you, Charlene, for
thank you.
crocheting these for us. These are going to be coming to a video near you. And I'm keeping the letter too, Charlene. I'm keeping the letter. I have a little folder which I keep threatening and saying that one of these days I'm going to take you guys through all the love and support that we've gotten, and I will do it. I've just, you know, been busy. But thank you so much, sweetheart. I really appreciate it. What's this one say, honey?
This one on here says SLR, Gary's gift.
Ooh, this one's for Gary. It's about time you got some special love by yourself. Thank you to whoever is pouring love on him.
I think I know who this is from and what they are. Yep.
Ooh, let me see that.
Man.
Let me see that letter.
I'm trying to make sure I got the right one. There it is.
Gary, these are amazing lures. I am sure you will catch the big one with these. Kick back, relax, and enjoy. Aunt Diane, Aunt D, Indianapolis, Indiana, from Aunt Diane.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aunt Diane.
Yeah, those are some good lures right there. I can already tell.
You gonna get the big one?
Dude, this is for the big ones, that's for sure. And with my new bait caster, this gives me a nice hefty weight to be able to actually, you know, cast it across the river and then just reel it to me.
Yeah. Well, you know, since Levi is in town, and I know that you boys have been cahootsing about getting a fishing trip in order while Levi's here, and he's only going to be here for a little while. So take those out when you go out on your boys' trip and go get you the big one.
Dude, these are good. These are some good colors too. I really like this clear one.
Ooh.
For whatever reason, the white ones and whatnot, man, they always get a good strike.
Whatever you get, just bring it home so we could eat it.
I know.
Gary's usually the catch and release kind of guy, which is fine. But
I like the fact to test my skills in order if I, really need to use them. I would like to have them, sharp.
Yeah.
So it's a whole part of fishing, but I don't really like eating fish. If I had to eat fish, I'll eat fish.
Yeah, he doesn't like eating fish. I do, though.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's a fun sport, But other than that, that's yeah. But I will be bringing home a big one. If I get a good, big, huge 8-pounder, man, you best believe I'm bringing that thing home, and you're gonna be eating good.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Diane, for potentially feeding our family and giving him a very good pastime.
Yes.
I appreciate you, sweetheart. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna put it in our little folder as well. So we're gonna get our goodies going on inside. I want to thank you guys so much for all of the letters, all of the love and support, the kind words, and just love that you have always poured upon our family. It means so much to us, more than you could ever imagine. We're just like everyone else. We're just a normal family like everyone else. Yep. Might be a little touched, be a little on the crazy side, taking the leap, I guess. But thank you guys for the mail call. Again, you guys never, ever, ever have to do that, but it is so cool when you do.
Awesome.
I hope that you guys see some of this stuff and notice it, maybe in the background or maybe in the foreground of some upcoming videos near you.
Yes.
But Gary and I are going to be getting back to work, actual building work tomorrow. Come heck or high water, we have a timeline on when we want to get some of these things done. And if we don't start on it, it ain't going to get done. So today was a great day. Tomorrow is going to be an even better one, and I hope that you guys are there to enjoy it with us. So we're going to run, but until the next one, friends, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.